These are the homeless camps that are up above Highway 509 in South Seattle, just south of the First South Bridge. You can see there's a few camps down, tarps over the people. I didn't actually see too many people, just one walking around, and maybe a couple that I thought might be people. This is another little encampment further down in the same area. There's a debris pile and garbage. You can see some of the cars on Highway 509 rushing by down below there. So there's a lot of garbage strewn about the place. Any 5-gallon buckets you see are human waste. There is a managed camp, I believe, that is across the road. I think that's Myers Way. And there you can see one resident walking into the camps down the hill there. He just kind of disappears after this. So here are the tents in the managed area, and it looks like there's 25, maybe 50 tents. I can't quite see everything through the woods. There's one of the residents there, and I guess she's probably in that RV. Here's some more RVs. A lot of garbage. There's where they make money, taking turns at the off ramps of the freeway. Now this is driving along 509 and looking up at the same camps. You can see blue tarps, white tarp, some more tarps. There's a few more. This is down in Georgetown, and it's a popular RV parking spot, as you can see. Here's some more tarps. This, I believe, is where the jungle was. This is a large homeless encampment that was down near the mystery freeway ramps by the stadiums. The city kicked out, there must have been 100 tents in the area there. They had to do a scrape and then bring in topsoil with gravel because of all the needles and other hazardous objects, human waste, and whatever strewn about. If you look under the ramp, you can see there's a couple of tents are moving in there. This is right down next to the Safeco field. Then we're going to zoom in on garbage. Garbage everywhere. So you can get another look at the tent under the on-ramps. A lot of times there's a dozen tents under here. There's one guy in a sleeping bag. So we're going to be coming up on a bunch of tents here, and you'll see garbage everywhere. There's a couple tents, more tents, and garbage. Garbage off in the distance. You know, they could at least clean it. And coming up here on the left are a couple of guys that just wave. Now we're going to take a look at a couple of RVs parked south of Safeco along the railroad tracks. Not really harming anyone. They don't have stuff strewn about, or at least these ones didn't. This bus coming up on the right is absolutely packed with junk. You can see every window, including the driver's seat. That smokestack there, chimney, looks like it was burning the side of the bus. So here's another long van, old Class B van. Then here's a couple of makeshift structures. And more homeless garbage. But if you walk along the SODO district, any place that is a little bit off the main road will turn into a homeless garbage dump and camp. It's actually a camp first, and by the time they leave, it's a garbage dump. This is driving west under the Spokane Street Viaduct. So there's a lot of homeless people there. There's a guy laying out in his sleeping bag. And the area was actually fairly clean, given the circumstances. There's a lot full of RVs there. And some more RVs all along the Spokane Street Viaduct. There's just RV after RV. More of them move in at night. This guy here on the end has his jacks down, and he looks like he's there for the duration. More tents ahead. There's a panhandler to the right and another one at the intersection to the left. So there's the guy on the right and there's the guy on the left. They take turns. Got the barbecuer out. Garbage. Garbage. Lots more garbage. And graffiti. Garbage. So this is a day that I just happened to drive through there because there were a lot of talk on radio about the homeless situation. So I thought I would check it out for myself. And just by happenstance, I had to take the exit to Harbor Island, and I knew the city was about to clean it up. And it happened to be that day that I drove through the second time was when they were cleaning up. This is the area where they concentrated the cleanup. All these tents and garbage. Now, a lot of this is actually still there, but there were several garbage trucks. These guys are all gone. And this area here was scraped and cleaned, and all the needles and other debris were removed. All the tents along there have been removed. This is over at the south end of the viaduct. And I'm just going to kind of take a left turn and double back here, but you can see garbage, more garbage. And now, take a look. This is swinging back through along the Spokane Street, and there is just a ton of garbage in there. This is actually less than it was a couple days before. And there's the congregation of RVs under there. This is west of Alaska Way and just east of the low Harbor Island swinging drawbridge. If you look to the right, actually that'll be tomorrow. There'll have been a police van down here, but more garbage. Okay, now this is the day where they had all the cleaning crews in there, and I didn't get my camera out fast enough. There was a group of them down here, but that's the ramp heading up to the low drawbridge. But the block back east at Alaska Street, there must have been 50 people in yellow coats, bulldozer, backhoe, couple of dump trucks, police, and a lot of cleanup work had been done there. So we're just kind of swinging around here, and you can see one of the dump trucks being loaded there. Okay, you can see the police there. There's a couple of dump trucks. There's a backed bulldozer there. You can see a lot of the garbage has been cleaned up. It's cordoned off. Plenty of work trucks there. And a lot of the same RVs are still there. So this area here doesn't actually look like it was cleared out very much. And there is the police van. Okay, this is the third pass, again, the day after. You can see the area has all been scraped and the garbage removed, but there's already a couple of tents moving back in. They've still got city people hiking around. There's one. There's a nice old Airstream Class A. Lucky guy got that. City people watching. Excuse me. And so this angle here, one person's moved in there, but you can see all the garbage has been cleaned away, or most of it. So you can see that a lot of the same people are still there. And that sign says, smile, you are under 24-hour camera. So you can see the tarps and people in there. Have the camera is zoomed in a little bit, so it's a little harder to hold it on point. But you kind of see all the stuff. There's the city crews working in there. And there's a bonfire. There's another little bonfire right up there. And there's some people who moved back in the area that was cleared out. You can see the ground was scraped good. A lot of junk in there. And there's still junk there. And this here is one more pass. You can see someone's set up camp over there. Two people have set up over there. That RV is still there. And we're going to slow down here and take a look at this. Zoom in a little bit, and you can see that The city crews hauled off a lot of garbage. And there's people setting up their tents again. A lot of graffiti. So you can see that the city didn't especially move that many people out of there. They cleaned up a lot of garbage, but the problem still exists. So those are the 3 days of the same spot. And we're just going to go from here on up to look at a couple of more piles of garbage and re-look at the Interbay. That's a managed site. That biker runs a red light. Here's some more garbage. It's supposed to be a skate park, but I think it's been taken over by people. And there's just a homeless guy wandering about. These are the homeless tents under the viaduct. There's a whole bunch of them under there. And they end here, and this is where the touristy area along the waterfront starts. So they enforce the no tents up there. This is down at Travis Street on 15th Northwest, off-ramp from 15th. And the homeless camp in Interbay is just a couple blocks away. And the homeless people there will take turns working the intersection here. There's someone on the northbound here, and there's someone else over on the southbound at the other side of the intersection. And there's the homeless camp there. And several RVs. That's a storage lot. But the ones on the street are more RVs and junk. That one there is getting pretty tall. They have a air conditioner up on the top level there. I don't know what that is, like a climb up into it for an additional bed area. That used to be a homeless area that's been cleaned out. But yeah, the van there with the air conditioner got itself a nice intersection or a triangle there. Here's some homeless guys that are congregating at a closed business. And people back there. And just a second look at the managed camp here in Interbay. Those cranes, looks like a lot of building going on. There you can see the little office there. So that covers the homeless situation. This is under the 15th Ballard Bridge as it crosses Leary Avenue. And that's it.